Chloe, and today I am here with a brand new video. So today I am here with the video that I do every single year around this time, and that is my year in review and excitement for the new year video. So this is 2016 review and 2017 excitement, and this is the first video of the new year, so happy 2017 everybody. This is the video where I review 2016 and the things that were great about it, and then I look to the new year and I talk about my goals and reading challenges and talk about all those different things regarding this channel. So I have my notebook that has everything written down in it, and let's go ahead and get started. So one of my goals for 2016 was to reach 700 subscribers, and not only did we reach 700, but we also reached 800, and right now we are at 844 subscribers. And guys, that is so incredible and amazing, and I'm so happy about that. Right now we are on our way towards 900 subscribers, and I have a really awesome giveaway planned for 900 subscribers, and it involves autographed books. If you want to have a chance to win some really awesome autographed books, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. I also think 2017 is going to be the year of 1,000 subscribers, and when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I am going to cry. I'm just gonna cry so much when we reach 1,000 subscribers, and it's just, 2017 is the year of 1,000 subscribers. So again, if you want to help out, click that subscribe button down below, because we're so close to 900, and then we'll only be 100 more until 1,000. So another goal that I had for 2016 was to finish 6 series, and for some reason, whenever I have the series challenge, I always forget about it and then put it off until like the last 2 months of the year. And in 2015 I didn't make the challenge of read 5 series. I only finished 4, but this year I actually did it. I finished 6 series, and I'm so happy, and I can't believe I actually did it. And of course it was like any other year where I forgot about it until the last 2 months of the year. I think I read 2 full trilogies during November and December, and then I finished one other series that I had 1 or 2 books left in during those months as well. So we managed to do it, thank God. I had a goal to empty my TBR jar, and as you can see, I didn't do that. At the beginning of 2016, I tried to do TBRs again, and it just wasn't working out. What I would do is my TBR would be something I pulled from the jar, and then the Once Upon a Reading Log Book of the Month. And I gave up 2 months in. It didn't work. I don't like to be constricted when I'm reading. I want to be able to look at my shelves and pick which one I'm going to read next. I can't have a TBR. I used to be able to do it, and I can't do it anymore. So at the beginning of the year, for the Goodreads reading challenge, I originally had 60 books, and then I hit a slump very early on in the year, within the first 3 or 4 months. So I had to lower it to 40, and I ended up reading 58 books. And that was really helpful in November and December, after I saw a video that basically taught me how to read more, and I've been reading so much each month ever since. And I'm hoping to continue in the new year, because this year, for 2017, my reading challenge goal is 100 books. The past 2 months, I have finished 13 books. So in November and December, I finished 13 books each. So all I have to do to reach 100 books is read 8 books a month. Well, technically it's 8.3, but so we'll just say 9 books a month, and I'll have made over 100 by then. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. This is my strategy that I'm gonna do, but of course it's only the first week of January, so that could change. This year, I really wanted to try and upload 1 to 2 times a week. So what I did was I devised a schedule. So now I actually have a schedule for uploading. You guys know I upload Wednesdays and Saturdays twice a week, and it works, and I love it. I love having a schedule. It's so easy, and I'm able to schedule videos and plan ahead, and I can plan weeks ahead, and I just love having the schedule. It's so helpful. So one reading challenge that I have been doing for the past 2 or 3 years is the A to Z book challenge, where you read a book that starts with every letter in the alphabet. So you have a book that starts with A, a book that starts with B, a book that starts with C, and so on and so forth. And I got so close to completing it in 2016. I only needed 3 more letters to get it done. I needed J, X, and Z. I got so close, but I couldn't do it. But it's okay because I'm going to try again this year. This is one of the challenges that I love to do, so I'm really going to strive to do it, and I'm going to try and get the really hard letters out of the way at the beginning of the year. So Z, Q, X. I also attempted the Pop Sugar 2016 reading challenge. I did not complete it. Honestly, I've never actually completed one of these. I've done them for 2 years and I've never completed one. I just enjoy filling it out. Another one that I've been doing for the past 2 or 3 years is book bingo, and I filled out every single square except for 2. I have bingo in 4 different places on here, but I don't even look for the bingos. I just want to fill out every single square. And the ones that I didn't fill out are a classic over 50 years old and a book I chose because of the cover. I'm not going to do book bingo again in 2017. I've decided that I'm going to focus on the 100 book challenge, the Pop Sugar 2017 reading challenges, and the A to Z book challenge. Those are the 3 that I'm going to focus on in 2017. So now we're just going to talk about some of the awesome things that happened in 2016. So one really big thing that happened this year is I got to go to BookCon this year. I had been planning to go in 2016. I was going to fully pay for it and everything. But 2016 was also the year that I graduated, and I was able to get it as a graduation present. So I got to fly out to Chicago and be there for BookCon, and I met so many amazing people and amazing booktubers and authors, and it was just absolutely incredible. I will link my vlog to BookCon down below, as well as my BookCon haul. I had to ship a box home, and oh my god, it was just the trip of a lifetime. I really wanted to go in 2017. It's going to be back in New York, but unfortunately I will not be in attendance in 2017, and there's a few reasons because of this. The first reason is because there has been a lot of, for lack of a better term, controversy going on about reviewers and bloggers attending BookCon and BEA, and the other one is because they raised their prices in, I believe, in hopes to limit that. So I can no longer afford to go. I wanted to attend BEA this year because I didn't get to last year, but a BEA ticket is now $300, and I cannot afford BEA and BookCon tickets, a hotel, and a plane ride out to New York. So I unfortunately will not be in attendance because that is one reason. Another reason is I'm actually going to be in attendance at an event in Cocoa Beach, Florida that very same weekend as BookCon. I am going to be at Space Coast Book Lovers, and I will be there for the entire weekend along with Elizabeth from the Owlry, and we are going to be speaking on a panel. We are guest panelists and featured bloggers, and I am so excited for this event. Elizabeth and I have been planning our panel, and we have a meeting with the organizer later this month, so we are very excited to be able to talk to indie authors and educate them on the booktube community. Speaking of Elizabeth, I got to meet Elizabeth in person for the first time this year, and honestly I cannot believe that it was just 2016 that I met her in person. In January, she drove 30 minutes to come down here and see me, and we went book shopping and we got dinner together, and it was just a great afternoon. I actually vlogged the day that she came down here, so I will link that down below as well. And then 6 months later, in June, I drove a half hour to go see her, and we attended B-Fest at our local Barnes & Nobles that weekend, and we filmed our first collab together that weekend as well, and that was the first time I've ever collabed with another booktuber before, so I will link that video down below as well. Now we're trying to see each other much more than we have been because we only live 30 minutes away from each other, but we don't see each other a lot, so we're going to try and see each other more. 2016 gave us a new Harry Potter book. We got Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and that was the first time I've ever been to a midnight release for a book. I went to the midnight release at my local Barnes & Noble, and I had so much fun with Erin and Victoria and Amanda, and we had a great time, and I vlogged that as well, so I will link that down below as well with all the other video links. In October, I did something really dumb, and I drove into a hurricane to Orlando so I could go attend Indie Book Fest. And at Indie Book Fest, I actually got to speak on a panel, and that was absolutely incredible. That was the first time I ever spoke on a panel before. Elizabeth and I drove up there, and they had actually put a curfew on the county, so she ended up staying in the hotel room with myself and my grandma, and we had this one giant sleepover, and we were on a panel together. It was originally supposed to be a panel of street teams, bloggers, and booktubers, but because of the hurricane, a lot of people had to cancel, and the curfew made it even worse. So the day of our panel, we found out an hour beforehand that it was just going to be the two of us. So her and I, we basically had to wing the entire thing. We just had to wing it. And it ended up being a huge hit, and it was so great that we got asked to speak at another event, which is Space Coast, and that's why we're going to Cocoa Beach in June, and we are so excited to be going. It was just so amazing to be able to educate indie authors on the booktube community and be able to tell them what we can offer them as far as promotion is concerned. And that leads me to my point of I'm really hoping to be able to work with more indie authors in 2017. Down below, I will link my vlog to Indie Book Fest if you are interested in checking it out. I will also link the collab that Elizabeth and I did that weekend down below as well. A month later, in November, there was an event in Tampa, and I got to attend Beach Babes Book Blast and meet even more indie authors. And this time around, I made information packets for what a booktuber can offer them because I wasn't on a panel that time. This is how I can offer them promotional ways of working together for promotional purposes, and it was a really great event to go to. I got to see some authors that I saw at Indie Book Fest, and I got to speak to the organizer of Space Coast again. She is amazing, and I love talking to her. So I got to reconnect with people and meet new people, and it was just absolutely incredible. And Beach Babes Book Blast is actually where I got interviewed by Hangin' with Web Show, and I will link that down below as well. That's the first time I've ever been interviewed about booktube, and it was just so amazing. And it was just great to talk about why I do this and what booktubing is, and just educate people on the booktube community. And oh, it was so amazing. I'll link that interview down below. So now I'm going to shift my focus more towards 2017 and talk about some things I would like to accomplish and some goals I may not have talked about yet. So the first thing I'd like to do in 2017, and we're kind of on the topic of it, is go to more events. There are a ton of Florida events that I never knew about until a few months ago. I'm hoping to attend Book Obsessed Babes in Jacksonville on April 8th. I know I'm going to be at Space Coast Book Lovers June 1st to 4th. There's For the Love of Books in Sarasota in July, but I'm not sure the exact date on that one. Indie Book Fest is going to be happening September 28th to October 1st, and I'm hopefully going to be on a panel again at that one. And I'm also hoping to attend Beach Babes Book Blast again next year, and there have been no dates announced for that yet. And of course, Samantha from Thoughts on Tomes has released some information about her event for reviewers and booktubers and bookstagrammers and anybody in the book community. That is what I'm really excited for. I'm really hoping it's somewhere that Elizabeth and I can road trip to, because if we can road trip, I'm gonna be so excited. That event is called BookNet Fest, so we're really hoping that it's somewhere down south. I am, at least, so I can be able to attend. Right now we're waiting for more information. We're supposed to get dates and location within the next month, so I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, that I'll be able to attend that. Right now it's just uncertain because we're waiting for more information. Something I would like to do, but probably not going to happen, is get my TBR under 100 books. And when I say that, I mean like TBR of my owned books. So books that I own, I would like to get my TBR under 100. That's really stretching it, and it might not happen. Actually, I can probably tell you it's not going to happen, but you never know. So I wrote it down. It may happen, it may not. We'll have to find out in a year. Something I'm considering doing that I don't know if I want to do yet, and I want your guys' opinion on that, is whether I should do statistics in my wrap-ups, such as how many pages I read all throughout the month. That I'm not sure about. I know Books and Lala does it, and I find it really interesting, so that's why I'm thinking about doing it, but I haven't decided yet. So down below in the comments, let me know if you'd want me to do statistics in my wrap-ups. I think it's something that I could do. I want to use the TBR jar more. I don't use it enough, and it doesn't have books written on the paper anymore. It has like read a book with blah 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 blah. They're like little mini challenges that I'd like to do to keep it interesting. So I want to use that more because I don't. This next one has some like explanation to go along with it, and I'd like to put out better content. And I'm not saying that I'm not happy with the content I have put out, because I'm very happy with the content that I've been putting out the past few months. But what I'd like to do is, what I've noticed though is with my past 2 videos that I put out, I'm really happy with how those look. And with a video that I have coming out in a few weeks, I'm really happy with how that looks. And with a video coming out on Saturday, I'm really happy with how it looks. For one, I feel like I always look depressed in my videos. I feel like I don't smile enough. But it kind of just has to do with how it looks to me. And that's kind of what I mean by better content. I want to put out things that I think you guys are going to be interested in. And granted, I'm still going to be putting out videos that don't get a lot of views. Like, for example, my book talks do not get a lot of views at all, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing them. I enjoy doing book talks, so I'm going to continue to do book talks, but I also want to put out the better content and put stuff out that you guys want to see. That one's kind of a topic that can go both ways. It just takes a lot of thought from me, so I'll have to think on it some more, as well as the statistics in my wrap-ups. I want to work with indie authors more. I worked with a ton of indie authors in 2016. I'm hoping to work with a ton more in 2017. I know earlier in 2016 I started doing the giveaways that indie authors will host through my channel. I'm gonna start doing those again really soon, but I'm hoping to be able to do other types of promotion for indie authors, and I want to work with more indie authors in 2017. And that's also helpful, going to the events that I'm going to be able to make that connection with the indie authors, to be able to do this type of promotion. The next one I kind of started doing again towards the end of the year, and that is I want to do 2 book talks a month that are solely indie authors. I got a ton of books to review from Indie Book Fest and then do a book talk on them. So I want 2 book talks a month where they are about indie books that I got for review. And not a lot of people are interested in those, but it's something that I want to do, so I'm gonna do it. And the last thing I would like to do in 2017 doesn't really have to do with my YouTube channel, but it actually has to do with my Instagram. And that is, I want to take a picture and post a picture on Instagram of every single book that I read this year. I have like spurts of like Instagram obsession where I will post a ton and then not post. And right now I'm on the thing where I post once a month, and I had like a random Instagram obsession in July and August, and it's kind of just gone downhill since then. So what I'm hoping to do, a picture of every single book that I read during the year. So we'll see how that goes. Okay guys, this is a crazy long video. That's all I have for this video today, and if you're even still here watching, thank you so much, and thank you for an amazing 2016. I look forward to an amazing 2017. 1,000 subscribers in 2017. So please, if you want to help me out and get me to 1,000 subscribers, click that subscribe button down below and join the Brunette Bibliophile family, because I really want to reach 1,000 this year. And I already know I'm gonna do a live show for when I reach 1,000. I'm gonna buy a cake when I reach 1,000, and I'm just gonna cry when I reach 1,000, because then there's gonna be 1,000 of you that want to watch my content. Okay, my camera battery is dying, so thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you'd like a behind the scenes look at my life, you can check out my second channel, Chloessence, you name it, I probably do it on that channel. And if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those, and that we can get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy 2017. Bye.